can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive to do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
They picking snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want to go.
It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the New York Giants. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Play action. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Saquon Barkley.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. There to get a hand in and knock that one away, DJ Reed.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Julian Love.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch his flat, watch his flat. Watch his flat, watch his flat. Further. Check 99, check 99.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A first down carry for Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7, Giants 0.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Complete to John Ross.
John Ross hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The kick is good.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Joe Mixon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Giants 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, Barkley. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 41, Prescott. Open man is Ross, complete. The 20, touchdown, Giants. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Graham Gano set to kick.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I can't believe they let you play.
This is Mixon. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside. They didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good.
Yeah.
Backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 20.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On the carry.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
By Julian Love.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Look left. 14.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. And incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And 10.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Further. Hey, check Mike 21,
From the gun, it's Wilson.
Let's go,
Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
1st down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now, Prescott going deep downfield for Ross. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Complete to
John Ross.
Touchdown.
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Giants 21, Seahawks 17.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Slant pass to Boyd. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. They can't hang with us. Alert, 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 alert. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Again, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. That's caught inside the 20. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Down, New York.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Prescott from the gun. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on, come get some. He don't want it. Hey, 0. Block that.
From the 31, Wilson. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. They'll run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48.
Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Looking deep downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
A gain of
a big play there for the Giants. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check, 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 check. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check out, check out.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
27-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Complete to number 88.
Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And some space here. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Joe Mixon with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Off the option, that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead, and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
At the 26.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
First down.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4.
Seahawks 23.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. On the run, it's Barkley. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
That's out to the left and complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
On 1st down, Barkley. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now a carry for the shifty Deion Lewis. And he'll get this down only to the 18. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Boyd. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
44-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Trey Flowers picks it. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Not much there, only a yard.
And 9 at the Giants' 38-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go play action with Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll go to Barkley again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd down.
Prescott to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Giants, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Seattle, there will be no perfect season here as the win streak to start the year ends at 11. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.